some rats in the morning. I had me a book by the morning. I had me some bricks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. He spins free. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The first carry now. This is Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, it's Bell. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action. Mariota. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Mariota again. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Third and long here for Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken on the midfield logo. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second down, Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mariota. Oh, a nice spin. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 3.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And is going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They just get the play off. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So
here comes, and he lost the football. Mario had it jarred loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mariota now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So out come the Bucs now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, Winston. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Winston. Caught here by Bell. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Winston looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. They find some open field here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Lewis powers through. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The give is to Bell. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Right there, 54. Right. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. Jameis now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Let's go.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 45. Throw it, Mariota. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A give to Bell. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Ready.
Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Winston running the option left here. Right back to him on 1st down. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Bell. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Mariota. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On now is the Titans punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Bell fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, you got 3, ready, blue, ready.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it with Bell. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
3, 3, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. From the gun, Mariota, and that's complete to Lewis. Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mariota. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dion Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Easy.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Winston running the option left here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He's back to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got this down to the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. Remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Humphreys. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here. A first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Follow. Green, triple C.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Matthews. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Jameis now on first down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
A second down throw for Winston. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the